Alright, what is up guys? It's Ninja here, and today, well, let's start with the good news first, because I feel we have to. So, got a new mic, really creating this video just to test it out, see how it sounds. Also, on the bright side of things, my computer is now fixed, so I will be getting back into modding as soon as I re-download all of my games and everything that I've been... I don't know, I still do have to reinstall my older hard drive and get all the mods that I had back onto there, because I don't feel like doing that manually. Anyways, now we jump to this question, which has been really just pissing me off lately, and we probably already know the answer to this. Is YouTube suppressing smaller content creators? Now, what really got me thinking about this topic? Well, a multitude of things really, one after the other. So, recently, there was a video on the Fat Rat, and if you don't know who he is, he's a music content creator. He does a really good job. I'll probably put some of his music in this video so that you guys can take a listen. Go subscribe to him. Really good. Makes real good music. You can use in your videos as long as you credit him, which I'm doing right now, so there you go, buddy. Go enjoy, like, the 2 subs or something. I don't know. He made a video recently on this topic. His video with 47 million views got false copyright claimed, or a DMCA claimed, I believe it's called in legal terms, by this random company. I forgot what it's called. I think it's Reddix or something. I don't know. It's like some kind of pesticide-ish name or something. They basically said, okay, we're just going to falsely claim this and take the money off it, and he's like, no, obviously, because that's 47 million views that he's not getting for his hard work and money spent on that. And yes, this guy hired singers and shit for the song. I think I might want to check out the song, but I'm not sure if it's fully resolved yet, so I don't really want to promote the song just in case he's not making money off of it. I'll go check if he is, and if he is, I'll leave a link to the song in the description, so you guys can go take a look at it and see how you like it. I don't really know. It's already got 47 million views, so any way we can really help out, I guess. So, anyways, it was basically stolen. He went to YouTube, and they just basically told him, we can't do anything about it, sorry, go away. Until, this is where I just kind of am disgusted at YouTube's behavior. It's only when he made a video on this. It's only when he reached out to the community and sparked community outrage that YouTube actually was forced to fix this legal issue. Alright, I'm gonna pause the video here because I do feel I've got to address this as well. What is with YouTube's absolute lack in integrity? Doing the right thing when nobody else is looking. Why is it always that we've got to start community outrage to get anything done? I just find it funny that that always happens to happen before this fucking company does anything. But anyways, back to the video. He's a nice guy, I'm not gonna lie. I would've been like, oh really, you're not gonna help me do this shit? Well, let's just spark that right away. He tried to resolve it like they said. They said basically just, go to the person who claimed you. He tried He basically, so he tried doing that, right? He tried doing that. So, if you don't know how bullshit the system is, if somebody copyright claims you, and you go to resolve that and say, oh no, this is my content, it goes back to them. It goes in a loop, right? So it goes back to them, and they'll just do the same thing, and you could end up facing a strike on your channel. That's some bullshit. So it's like this. They copyright claim you, you file a dispute, it goes back to them, and then that's it. It doesn't go to YouTube. He went to YouTube about this, couldn't fix it apparently, until they did end up actually doing some shit about it. They took down the guy's channel, because that's a scummy thing to do, right? The channel, the funny thing about it is the channel didn't have any content. And what's funny about it is I think that channel did have content. I'm not sure whether it's the channel I'm thinking about, but I think they re-uploaded his shit. And then if you don't know, okay, I'm gonna stop talking about it. If you don't know the whole situation, I'll leave a link to his video in the description. So then that happened. Then it got me thinking about a few other things in the community. I did leave a comment on this video. I'm not sure, I don't really need to read the whole thing, but he does end up talking about the community, which started getting me thinking. If he had less subscribers, would he even be able to do this? And the answer is no. He'd just be utterly fucked, facing a strike on his channel over a false claim on his own song. So he ends up talking about how the YouTube community is great at getting things done, but then I say, and to just go off what you said, they only care about the community when that person in the community has near to 1 million subscribers. I'll talk about my theory on that in a second. It really isn't much of a theory as much as it's just true. So, anyways, then it got me thinking about a few other features that are just completely locked off to smaller channels and smaller content creators. The community tab. Now, you've probably seen the community tab. And, again, no hate on these guys. No hate on anybody who does have access to community tab, who is a bigger YouTuber. Right? No hate on them. But, Jesus Christ. So, the community tab, you've basically seen it. It's where people can comment and shit, and it will show up in your subscriber feed. And you'll be able to see all that good stuff. They can post videos in your subscriber feed. They can, well, they already show up, but they can post a video and a comment. They can basically leave links and shit. They can do whatever the hell. They can post GIFs. It's amazing. Except, it's an apparent beta. Beta, experimental, quotation marks. Although, I'll put that in quotation marks. That's a definite, in quotation marks, beta. 2 years in beta, and nobody's been really talking about this shit. The requirements? I'm not sure. Nobody knows what the requirements are. I've tried looking for them. I've tried watching a video on it. I can't find the if anybody knows the requirements for this shit, sign me up, because that'd be amazing. But I have been hearing rumors. I'm not sure if these are true, so don't go off this. If they are true, this is really fucking scummy. You have to have at least 10k subscribers to do this shit. Now, we'll talk about that in a second. I'll leave that for the end of the video. That's already scummy on its own. Some people have been talking about how they had, like, just gotten to 10k, and that was just completely shut off for them. I think they completely shut it off, but, oh, of course, all the big channels like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, near to 1 million subscriber, everybody, 100,000 subscribers, probably have this tab. Completely unknown requirements. It's apparently in beta. Locked off to all the users, because reasons. It's in beta, so obviously let's just lock it off to smaller channels. Okay. That makes perfect sense. I mean, it makes sense, guys. It just works. It just works, you know. Apparently we're going Todd Howard here. It just fucking works, you know. Again, not a reference to the Fallout 76 shit, but, you know, it just works with YouTube. It just works with YouTube. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody came out and just, if like one of the higher-ups on YouTube just came out and said it just works, because maybe it does. Maybe it just works, but it doesn't seem to be working for the rest of us, so I don't know. And then it got me thinking about something else that I've actually talked about this to you guys, which is pretty scummy. I'm basically, if you have less than 1K subs right off the bat, you're basically locked off. I'm going to talk about how it used to be, but I'm going to talk about how it is now, and then we're going to contrast it, right? So, the requirements now. You have to have 1K subs with 10,000 views in a year. Somewhat tight requirements, but if you have 1K subs, and it shouldn't be that hard for you to make 10,000 views within a year. But then again, there are people who have 1K subs but aren't like big like that. So anyways, those are requirements. I'm going to talk about how this was apparently started. So, this was basically started around the adpocalypse. You guys may know it, because a lot of people have talked about it. The adpocalypse is basically where, I don't know if it was a Nazi video, or an ISIS recruitment video that got monetized, out of like the trillions of other inappropriate videos that just get reported and removed. It somehow slipped through the cracks, and then every single advertiser started pulling out, and that significantly decreased the amount of money that YouTubers make off their videos. Of course, they came back, and it really isn't warranted anymore, but we'll leave that for another video, because, I mean, I don't really make money off my videos anyway, so I can't really talk about it, and I don't really have too much experience, and I haven't done any research in that specific area of it, but I do have to say, it is completely unneeded now, right? And apparently, well, this is a definite, they've been using it to silence YouTubers they don't like. Now, I don't care who it is. Nobody should just be, like, silently put down. Silently just removed from the platform for having opinions that you don't like. Especially, like, some people that I've seen being threatened with this shit who aren't even doing anything that bad or controversial or anything. It's just honestly scummy. It's just an honestly scummy thing to do, to remove them from the platform like that, silently. Just silently pushing them off the platform by taking their money and testing them as to how long they're going to continue on the platform. When they're like, especially some people, like, they're using YouTube as their secondary job, and they're just being silently pushed off the platform for wrong think, basically. It's some bullshit. Not gonna get into it too much, because apparently I'm not allowed to have an opinion, or I'll just be silent. I mean, I don't make money anyways, but they'll find a way to silence me. Trust me. It's fucking YouTube. So, anyways. This is how it used to be. This is basically how it used to be before this shit happens. Like, let's just say this. Let's say this at an absolute minimum. If you do have this going for you, best of luck to you. You better make it to 1K or you're fucked. But let's say you've got this. You've got 500 plus subscribers. You're making 100 plus views per video, right? Or at least around that amount. Used to be able to be like, okay, I'll monetize my videos right. I'll make a bit of money off of them. I'm gonna work hard at them. Try and pull in new subscribers, try and work on my content a bit. And I'm also making money on that content, so I can save up for better equipment to then in return have higher quality in videos, therefore get more subscribers in return for that. It's not, although you do have to be entertaining, you do have to be entertaining or else you can't really do that. But I guess you don't really have to, because there is also just people blowing iPhones up on YouTube who lack major creativity, but, you know, it's fun to see somebody shoot an iPhone with a pistol or something like that. So, yeah, that's why they're getting millions of views like that. So, yeah, that's how it really used to be. In contrast of what it is today, where you're just blocked off until you get 1K subscribers, that's really disrupting growth. Imagine if they just ditched these things. Imagine how many new content creators would just sprout out of the blue. New, great content creators, if they would just let the floodgates open. And let people actually start working on content for money. Imagine how many people would just look at it, because it's like, you're not guaranteed to just get 1K subs within the first few videos. That's not a guarantee, and it's pretty damn hard to do. If you did it, good luck on you, but most people that I know who have gotten to that have really kind of just went off of different phases of YouTube, like FNAF fate, like they've gone off the FNAF shit, and they've gained subscribers that way, basically by just leeching off of FNAF's popularity, or something like that. Anybody who just leeches off of, like, the greatest craze or something. All the power to you, but, like, we can't always do this. Alright, here, we're not gonna do this whole, a word from Ninja shit. I think I might add that in more of my videos, but anyways, alright, please do not. I'm gonna pause it here, and I'm pausing it here right now to tell you we do not need any more cancer on YouTube, so please do not do that. Thank you. This was a word from Ninja. Now, back to the video. It's like, that's not guaranteed to happen. Why is this a requirement? Why is that even a requirement? And the funniest part is they use, like, the ISIS recruitment, or the ISIS recruitment videos, or, the not ISIS recruitment or Nazi videos, like any bad video, as, like, an excuse to just keep pushing this shit. And it's like, well, well, this is just some great shit. You know, I'm not making Nazi recruitment videos. I guarantee most people aren't making Nazi recruitment videos, so why are you silencing this guy, or why are you suppressing me from actually putting adverts on my videos, you know? I mean, it's like, it just makes me shake my head. It just makes me shake my head sometimes, you know? Alright, let's get back on track, though. So, anyways, now we're gonna move on to a topic I think everybody is going to just, I don't know, this has been, I think it's dead horse now. Like, everybody beat this before it could even, like, get up. The horse was born, and then everybody took out a bat and just beat it. That's how much of a dead horse it is. Or, actually, no. It would be better to say that the horse was a miscarriage, I guess, so. I don't know. You could say that, but YouTube Rewind. Oh boy. You're probably going to hear this in future videos, but, or just hear me comparing videos or music or something to the way a company is acting. And I think it's safe to say that YouTube Rewind 2018 really does kind of contrast, or it just shows, not contrast, it shows what YouTube thinks of its community, how disconnected YouTube is with the community. I think it's represented because, you know, most disliked video on the platform, for many reasons. I'm not even gonna, it's a whole video on its own of why it is the most disliked video. Just the complete lack of any relevant YouTubers who really did shape the year. And just smoothing it over with fucking Fortnite. Especially Fortnite. That really fucking pissed me off. And you already know my opinions on that game. So don't even get me started with that shit. But that's just how it is. This really going to be where the whole website's going? That's just my question right there. Now, we move on to this. My theory. If you do not have near 1 million subs, or somewhere near 1 million subscribers, YouTube will just ignore you, not support you, etc. I've just been kind of thinking about this, and I think I may be right. In some cases, like 100K. I guess you could say that's near 1 million. Multiply that by 10 if you've got what you need, but you can't really, no, you can't really say that. But in some cases, maybe 100K, you can get away with some of the shit that, like, fucking, let's just use Logan Paul for an example. I always find this a funny example. He took a picture of a dead human person, a dead human, right? This is a person who died. Very disrespectful, right? No backlash until, of course, since he's making money, no backlash until the community outrage, right? Then, my friend Toast Ghost, picture of a dead fucking squirrel near to the same date that Logan Paul posted his video. Instantly, he was just taken off. He was just suspended for, I'm not sure how long he was suspended for. His channel was taken down for a good amount of time, until it finally came back, and they just decided to create a new channel, because, yeah, you're suspended for so long, you can't make any content, which Toast Ghost actually did make some content. He posted kind of like Instagram meme content with a mix of some actual gameplay videos too, and the mix. Alright, anyways, got a little off topic there. Ran out of gameplay, so had to go restock on some gnarly shit. Better turn down the volume on that. You don't see Jack, right? You don't see Jack shit. Okay. Alright, anyways, back to the video. So, that's just an example of YouTube really just kind of not giving a shit until the community actually steps in. And on top of that, it's also an example of just how YouTube can be like, oh, okay, so we're going to it's basically selective punishment. It's selective punishment on its own. Oh, you've only got 20 subs, so we're going to enforce this on you. Oh, you've got 1 million subs? Oh, you're making us money, so better not say shit, you know. Better keep our mouths shut. Better, ignore our own policies for now. Until somebody with 20 subs breaks that rule. or 100 subs breaks that rule, or 10k subs breaks that rule, then we'll enforce. 10k subs, I don't know. Are they making money? Okay, they aren't making us too much money, so we can really expend them. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? What? How are you going to have this type of selective enforcement as to where two people doing, not even like, it's not like fucking Toskos was in the same situation, right? He didn't even step into the suicide forest. He didn't even show a dead person. He showed a dead fucking rodent and got instantly taken off of YouTube for it. Like a small clip of a dead rodent too, which is quite funny. I think I talked about this a while ago, but we need to really get on topic here. So, it's honestly disgusting. This is honestly disgusting. I know I'm putting kind of a comical type thing on it, but it's honestly disgusting. This shit has to end. It really does. If I ever just end up, I don't think, if I do end up having 10 million subs, YouTube's probably just going to edge me on anyways. If I ever just end up not sticking up for the community in specific ways like this, or even if any other YouTubers are the same exact way as I'm going to describe, like just not sticking up for the community, not saying anything about this until it comes to them, which I'm not blaming the fat rat for, because he probably hasn't noticed it, and that may be the case. But if you are noticing it and you don't say anything about it, I mean, if you've got millions of subs, you're not going to get silenced. YouTube's going to, yeah, they better keep you on there, or you're gonna have a lot of pissed off people at their door. So, I guess I could see, that just goes into the reason of why they're allowed to do this, and why they feel the need to do this selective enforcement of rules. So, anyways, yeah, that's some bullshit. And if you do that shit, and you notice this shit, you don't say anything about it, do you really think you deserve to be in the place you are? The place of power you're in? Do you really think you deserve to be in that if you don't stick up for the people who are supporting your channel, or just the community in general? Do you really deserve to have that amount of subscribers? Just think about that. As to why I mean, it's just a reoccurring theme here. Why are they allowed to do this? Why are they allowed to do these things? Why are they allowed to just completely cut off new content creators from even coming on the platform? Well, simple answer: because you don't have any power on the platform. And, well, you can just take a guess as to why you don't. They've taken away your power to get any power on the platform. So, no power on the platform, no way to gain it. You're left at just, welp, what do we do now? Go cry to yourself. Ha! Ha! No. No, you're not. No, you're not. YouTube won't give a shit. YouTube doesn't give a shit about you. You've only got, I don't know, let's say you're in the situation I explained, 500 subs. You've only got 500 subs. Where are we gonna have a couple of angry people? A handful of angry people sending us angry emails? Huh. Now, if you had 1 million subs, well, that's a different story. You're playing by a different rulebook, sir. You're playing by a different rulebook. We're not going to enforce any rules on you. It's like, it's created a situation where, what are you gonna do? How are you even supposed to grow your channel? And now, I think I've got a theory as to where the community is really going, and this is really showing. This is honestly showing in modern YouTube. They're sacrificing quality basically for just popularity. It's really weird to explain, right? If you're wondering why Fortnite is so big on YouTube, why it's plaguing YouTube and Twitch. Twitch is having kind of the same issues, but not to an extent. The issues with Fortnite especially kind of left. Kind of migrated a bit, kind of just moved to YouTube. Because, you know, it's Twitch. They've got really strict rules. If you don't follow them, you're kind of fucked. That's a whole different story. That's a whole other video that we'll make in due time. Anyways, you have no power on the platform. Now I think I've got a strategy to kind of work on this, right? I think I've got a strategy, and this is what most people are doing. They're just latching to the next popular craze, hoping to get that mark where they can get monetization. And that's where YouTube's going. And then what's funny is they latch onto it, and they can't ever come back from it. They can't ever leave that area of YouTube. They can't ever explore out. Like, if you're a Fortnite content creator, you're a new Fortnite content creator, good. You've passed through the system. You've probably gotten tons of subs from that shit. When the game dies out, how are you going to grow? Is that a question you've asked yourself? How are you going to grow? You're going to just be attaching to the next big craze until you have enough subscribers as to where you're able to kind of move. But then, that's not even... You might not even be able to do that. Again, you might not be able to kind of just move on. Your subscribers might leave or something. You don't know what's going to happen, and that just you're in this limbo where you're just going from one craze to another endlessly. And that's what we're seeing here. Well, that's one reason why Fortnite is here on YouTube and plagued YouTube. Well, but anyways, that's the way to beat the system. People are learning it, but it's not really worth it, I'd say, because then you can't create the content you want. Well, maybe it is what you want. Maybe all you want is money, but then it's like, why are you doing this if you don't enjoy it and all you want is money? It doesn't really make any sense, to be honest. But anyways, that's the way to do it. I don't think there's any other way. What else are you to do? You can't slowly build your way up the top. You could, in theory, just get lucky. Or maybe you have experience in video editing or something. But let's say you're just on Channel Fresh, you're learning as you go. You're not guaranteed to just get 1K subs, 10K views within a year. And it just brings the question, and we will ask this again, why are these requirements in place? And I believe I'll say this again. I think I've said this a few times on the channel. If these requirements weren't... Yeah, it just is why are these requirements in place? If they weren't in place, imagine how many new content creators would start growing and coming onto YouTube. But no, we've gotta censor shit. We've gotta fucking demonetize people. We've gotta fucking keep people from ever getting monetization who don't instantly attach to the biggest craze. So yeah, I mean, hell, I guess if this is where we're at, oh no, what are we gonna do, man? So I mean, I know thank you guys for the support, but I think I'm gonna have to take the channel in a different direction now. I mean, what else am I supposed to do? YouTube's given me no choice, I'm afraid. So... Alright, dudes, we got this. We're going in for that victory royale. Alright. Oh shit, 1 HP. Okay, we got this. Just get some shields, we're good. Alright. Get some shields up, we can probably take this dude out. This is going places. Alright, we're going places here. Place down that shit.